I always like to tell people some of the stories behind how I got involved in nutraceuticals and recommending supplements. One of the first seminars that I ever went to was on omega-3 fatty acid fish oils. And it was actually 2 days spent on, the title of the presentation was Good Fats, Bad Fats. This was 25 plus years ago. I'd never heard of taking a fish oil. I always knew that fish was a lean white meat that's good for you, but it was not in our wheelhouse to recommend fish oil supplements for patients. And it was a real eye-opener. The physician who did the programming was very knowledgeable. He convinced me and most of the people in the audience that it was important that the public understood how beneficial it could be, not only from eliminating the bad fats, but then increasing your intake of the good fats. So bad fats, polyunsaturated fats, fried foods, white oils. So the darker the oil, the higher the quality. So olive oils tend to have a darker shade to them. But we knew nothing about that. So I actually came back excited. I was introduced to Nordic Naturals at that time. They tend to be the gold standard for fish oils or omega-3 or any omegas. We put some in the store. I started to recommend it for patients. I actually got some pushback from some of the medical community because it was very non-mainstream. But as we embarked on that, we started to see more medical literature show up about it. So some of the pushback I got from the medical community were actually referring people here because they felt that I had a real good knowledge of what the value of fish oil is, or omega-3s are. And since that time, it's really one of the largest selling items that we have in the pharmacy. Something that you should really do every day, in my opinion, because we don't ingest enough fats. I don't think you can eat enough raw fish to get the quality of the fats, or eat enough ground flax seeds to get the omegas that are in a ground flax seed. So I think it's important. Fish oils are part of our core 4 that I've talked about before: high quality multivitamin, probiotic, making sure your vitamin D is where it needs to be, and omega-3 fatty acid fish oils. A lot of different companies, a lot of different combinations. I really like this Pro Omega Joint Extra. It's got some joint support in there, some collagens. Your omega fatty oils are good for inflammation, almost like a lubricant. Here's a Pro Omega with added vitamin D, so you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Get that fatty acid, get that vitamin D. Liquids, highly concentrated. So where you might need to take, somebody might need to take 4 of something, you can maybe get that in just a teaspoon of this. Now you think fish oil, taking it in a liquid. This is a mango flavor, and a half a teaspoon pretty much gives you a daily serving. So it's not that hard. It's not that hard to do. And of course, people our age probably all have the horror stories of mom or dad making sure they took some cod liver oil every morning. So omega-3 fatty acids. I feel my staff is well educated. They know more about this than most anybody. So you're more than welcome to call us, stop by, talk about what it is that we should be looking for, the breakout of the fatty acids, EPA, DHA, omega-3s, understanding that the highly concentrated forms are available, and they're there for the taking, and we should take them.